Alrighty, hi, we're back, and you guys seem to have a couple of questions that we want to answer today. Question that was asked most of the time is, when are you going to deliver? And we told you last time, unfortunately, there will be a delay, and that is very unfortunate. But please do remember that we always have intended to deliver with the last days of August, so there would have been the last days of summer, and that would have given you a sneak peek, but you could not have used that, this summer intensively. So now we won't make that go. It will be a bit later, but it means that we will be there next spring, of course. That's after the winter, and we think it's okay because that will be the first full season that you will have, and that was always our intention. And it is unfortunate that we will be a bit later, but it's just stuff that you can't control. There's so much stuff happening to you when you try to build a product and produce it, insane lead times and contract manufacturers that are not speaking the same language and don't understand you very well, and all this stuff. I'm not trying to be all apologetic and stuff, but it will just take some more time. That's as easy as that. But please do remember, the product is done, it's ready, and it will be awesome. And they always try to make it more simple, reduce complexity. Contract manufacturers told us, just remove these parts, make it a bit more simple, and we never wanted to do that. We said this is going to be the greatest water gun ever, and this is what we're going to produce, and this is also the reason why it takes a bit more time. But we never wavered from our initial plans to build that product as it is. So you get exactly what you bought, just a little bit later. Do we have new plans, new projects? Yes, we do. There's so many ideas that you guys give us constantly, but at the moment we really focus on delivering this one first product, and there will be more in the future. We hope that we will establish a water gun revolution as we always wanted to. And yeah, there's more stuff to come, but first it's super secret, and secondly it's not our main priority at the moment. Next question, what kind of water can we use? Can we use salt water? Can we use dirty water? No, we don't recommend to do that. Our official company policy is to only ever use clean tap water. Anything else is up to you, but we don't recommend anything but clean tap water in your Spyra One. Next question, is the Spyra One, is it waterproof? Yeah. It would be kind of silly if it would be destroyed by putting it into water like a high-tech water gun. That would be a bit ironic. Yeah, it is waterproof, so you can put it in water. We do not recommend to leave it in water, but you could technically if you wanted to. Although water will get inside the water gun and then come out again, so it's not like the whole thing is sealed, but all the components. So if you put it in water, there will be some water inside that will get out again, but it will still be fully functional. So all the electric compartments are sealed and everything. How many cycles does the battery have? More than you can handle. It's a good battery. It will last longer than you. Will there be a tactical rail? No, we didn't put one on there because we thought that you would need one because, well, first of all, red dot laser sight is something that you don't need in bright sunlight, and it's not really good for your opponent's eyes, and a scope, like a sight, is probably something that you wouldn't need either because it's like a water gun and you don't need a grenade launcher or anything else, So yeah, we didn't put it on there, and we thought that you'd be fine with just a high-tech water gun that is, insanely cool in itself. Should you store the Spyra One in a full state? No, you shouldn't. You should empty it every time you used it. It should not be stored in a full state. You could technically, but it's unnecessary, and it's unnecessary wear and tear on all the parts because there's still pressure inside, and it can handle that. But once you're done shooting, you just empty it and put it somewhere, on storage. That's as easy as that. What was the greatest challenge? I think it was definitely handling all the parts and all the partners. There's so much stuff going on. Like some components have lead times of 40 weeks or 60 weeks, and that's crazy, you just don't expect that. And for us, that was the biggest challenge, was to handle all these things, all these little parts and partners and people and logistics. So it's a lot of stuff that you have to take care of, really. How do you order? Well, that's simple. It's www.spyraone.com. This is where you can order all the time, and all different colors and stuff. So yeah, that's where you order. Okay, that's it for now. Sorry about the delay. I think it's still great, and I hope you still think so too. Speak to you soon.